What's up guys, it's Cam coming at you from the 2-6. Welcome back to Carolina Fragrance Reviews. I think my channel might have been the first channel that actually featured all of the Beach Geeza, the original lineup, the original three, the Cocoa Moon, Ocean Water, Juniper Java. Well, they've got a new release, and I also have samples of the next upcoming releases that will be covering the next 9 months or so. So stick around if you want to know what's the latest deets on the Beach Geeza. Let's get into this. So a few videos back, I did my top 10 lineup for fall, and the brand new release from Beach Geeza, Bay Rum, was in that lineup. This was an instant love for me. It's unique, it's boozy. It's from an indie house. You guys know I have a soft spot for indie brands to begin with. Those of you who may or may not know, I actually work in a family-owned and operated business, and mom and pop's businesses are, we have to grind a lot harder. Some people think that we've got it easy, we don't. So I do have the utmost respect for the indie brands out there. Now, this fragrance is super spicy. On the top, you've got some clove, you've got some cinnamon, there's also some bay leaves. So I didn't even know what bay leaves smelled like until I actually dated a girl. Her mom used to cook spaghetti like every Sunday, and she always threw bay leaves in there, and I was like, what the hell is in the spaghetti? But it was what she used for seasoning. And as soon as I smelled this, now please don't get it twisted. This don't smell like no spaghetti sauce, but you do pick up the bay leaves in here. You pick up some of the cloves. There's some sweetness with some nutmeg and cinnamon. It's just like super spicy, but it's boozy, really boozy. So this is perfect for fall and winter. There's just something about this. It just really reminds me of fall. Just kind of, think of sitting on a porch, watching the leaves fall, sipping on some rum or some whiskey or whatever it is that warms you up a little bit, like on those cooler days. That's the kind of vibe I get from this. So there's actually a lot going on from like the opening to the mids, but when it gets to that dry down, that's where the magic really happens. The booziness stays, but it also has like a resinous vibe that's just really, really nice. It's kind of got like a woodsy, kind of a thickness, like, how benzoin does. It's hard to explain. It's extremely unique. I don't think I've ever smelled anything that smells quite like this. I did get to smell this while it was, going through its mod stages, different modifications as it was being tweaked and everything. And I have been impressed from day one, but I actually found the original Mod 1. So from Mod 1 to this one, yeah, this is fantastic. And I love the idea that, they're expanding at Beach Geeza, trying to get something that will be more fall centric, because their other fragrances are, really just thinking about like going to Jamaica or Cancun, Mexico, or Malibu, somewhere like that. They're just really beachy, tropical type fragrances. So this is a nice twist. Now, I actually think that this would work for like the early part of, summer and all through spring, but it does have a little too much depth to where like in the high heat, I think anyway. We'll see. Maybe we'll try it and see how it does. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a rundown of the official notes. So we've got bay leaf, cinnamon, rum, allspice, cane sugar, nutmeg, cardamom, clove, oak cask, gurgin. It's Gurjin. If I'm mispronouncing that, my apologies. So it's gurgin balsam, if I'm saying that correct, copaiba balsam, and benzoin. So there's all your resins right there. So that's where you're going to get that real nice resinous woodiness from. That's dope as all get out on the dry down. Now, as far as like your projection, performance, everything, it's really beastly. Cocoa Moon is actually like very beastly as well. As far as like a summertime fragrance, that's one that just keeps on getting it. This is gonna be that same caliber. 9+ hours on, probably closer to 10, to be honest with you, as far as like, longevity of this fragrance. You're gonna get a good, I don't know, a nice little scent bubble around you. Doesn't sit super close to the skin, but it don't, go way out. But it's, especially like on the opening, it's gonna be really beastly while all those spices flying around everywhere. But that dry down is just, yeah, It is super, super good. I would highly suggest at least sampling this. And speaking of samples, let's go ahead and go over what's going to be happening at Beach Geeza, and I'm going to give you my first impressions of these systematic releases for the next 9 months. Okay, so when Ryan sent these out, he actually told me that this one was going to have less in it than the other ones did because his wife was rocking all of it. So you can see this one's full. This one just got enough for us to test drive it, and we might be seeing this as a limited release for Christmas. It's called Chocolate Moon. So let's see what this thing do. Oh wow, it's got a really nice chocolate thing going on that I like, but it's like a chocolate cocoa moon in a way. If you guys have smelled cocoa moon, it smells like cocoa moon but chocolatey, and I guess it's just like on the opening where it smells a lot like cocoa moon, because it really doesn't take long for it to start doing other things, but you get a nice blast of chocolate with like that pineapple. Now let's just go ahead and see what notes are in here exactly. There we go. We got bergamot, pineapple, coconut, cocoa, milk chocolate, vanilla, sandalwood, and benzoin. I know some people like to go to, like Hawaii and the Bahamas and stuff like that for the holidays. You're thinking, you get your chocolates and everything for the holidays. I mean, this doesn't smell like super Christmassy, but the chocolate does give it a very unique turn that I like a lot. Yeah, it's nice. And for a limited run, this would be cool. This would be cool to have a chocolate version, and you don't just have one type of chocolate in here, just like drop a Hershey's Kiss in a bottle of Cocoa Moon. And it does have a little bit of a resinous vibe that you wouldn't get from the original Cocoa Moon, since we're doing the Chocolate Moon. So maybe the dry down will be even more unique. We'll just have to come back and revisit. We'll see if Ryan will go ahead and put some of these out, so all you crazy Beach Geeza fans can get your fix. Okay, so the next release that is set to come out in the spring of 2021 is called Jet Set. Now this is one that Ryan told me that he was really just like, this has been his go-to here lately. And I keep saying Ryan. Ryan is the owner slash perfumer slash entrepreneur behind all the madness at Beach Geeza. So let me just give you a description of what he says that, the kind of vibe he's supposed to get from this, or what he actually gets from it. It says Jet Set will make its debut next spring. It just smells like your old school first class cabin while wearing a tailored suit, sipping a martini, business and pleasure. That sounds pretty good. The notes in this one are neroli, sweet orange, shave soap, ambergris, white musk, and patchouli. So I guess we're gonna see if we can get one of them classic vibes from this one. Oh man, God, it just like immediately you get like a soapy vibe right to start off with. But I mean, within seconds you start like getting some bright pops of citrus, some spice. Yeah, and you start to get a little bit of that old school vibe. The old school fragrances, that had like genuine ambergris in it. And I don't know that he's using that, but it does definitely have kind of that old school vibe, but not in a bad way at all. I mean, I know some of you love the old school fragrances. If you like those, you'll like this, but this is unique. But that's the one thing about Beach Geeza anyway, is they don't really stick to any particular pattern. I think they kind of, walk to the beat of their own drum. This is nice. This is really, really nice. I could actually, I guess, listen to the story and think of like Miami, think Don Johnson, Miami Vice, white suit type of thing. But it could actually be, like Daniel Craig, doing the whole James Bond thing, picking up the hotties. This does smell very classy. It smells regal. This is something like you would wear like in the evenings on a summer, going in Hawaii, staying at a nice resort. This is straight fire. So far out of, so far this one's my favorite. And I hate to say that, because I really love bay rum, but so far as first impressions anyway, Jet Set's my favorite so far. But there is one more that is set to come out in the summer, and this one is called Dripping Forest. Now, when I saw the description of this, it might even give Jet Set a run for its money, but we will find out. All right, let's see what we can, oh, okay, it says Dripping Forest just might wind up being the crown jewel. So let's see if there's truth to that. He did say that, but he also said that, you know, the Jet Set was his jam. So maybe he just meant that we'll like it better. I don't know, but that one's fire, 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 fire. Okay, so the notes for Dripping Forest are bergamot. It says, actually it says bergamot mint. And he says that's an actual herb. Okay, so we've got orris, we've got the castile soap, jasmine, sambac, tobacco, blue cypress, cardamom, amber, galbanum, and labdanum. These little atomizers they're rocking. And I don't even have to put my nose down. That one is beastly. Oh, whoa, almost slipped up and said a wordy dirt. Oh, shit, I can't help it. That is good. Oh, dang it. Oh, damn. Okay, so we got Houston, we have a problem here. Oh my God. That is straight fire. God, that's so good. Yeah, I mean, bay rum, solid, solid, solid fragrance. You know, having a chocolatey cocoa moon is gonna be nice, but oh my God. This Dripping Forest and Jet Set, and they're like completely contrast from each other. But as far as like two new bangers for spring and summer of 2021, I mean, just think we like pretty much just got completely robbed of, you know, pretty much the majority of this year. I mean, we're still dealing with this whole COVID mess. So yeah, it's going to be nice to get out and about and just actually live and have fun. And this just reminds me, I mean, everything that I'm smelling is just like transporting me to hammocks. I'm hearing waves crashing. I'm hearing seagulls. It could be that I just want to hear that or whatever, but oh, these are really, really good. You guys have got to like keep your eyes and ears open for this. These are going to be some bangers. And to be 100% honest with you, I think these are going, I mean, they're going to round the collection out really nice because all those fragrances are nice in their own right, but these last two, I think he's kind of outdid everything so far. And that's just my personal opinion. You know, I know some of you like Ocean Water, you know, Cocoa Moon. Cocoa Moon, I've blown through a full bottle like this and a couple of the smaller ones and went through the 15 mLs of Juniper Java and Ocean Water as well. So yeah, with that said, this Dripping Forest and Jet Set got to have the 50 mLs on them. Like I said, keep your eyes and ears open for them. That's all I got for you today, but cheapers, freaking creepers. If you guys know or may not know, you know, like summertime fragrances are not the easiest thing in the world to make unique. I mean, how many ways can you do citrus fragrances or, you know, whatever. So with that said, keep those eyes and ears open. Until next time, I'll see you on Carolina Fragrance Reviews.